What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news, finally, concerning Zhang, Joseph Parker. This is the final breakdown, fight prediction, keys of victory for both people. And this is what we have. Now let's roll to the tale of the tape. Okay, so we have Zhilei Big Bang Zhang at age 40 years old compared to the 8 years younger Joseph Parker at age 32. Nickname Big Bang. Joseph Parker, no name, bars. Height 6'6" for Zhilei Zhang versus 6'4" for Joseph Parker. Reach 80 inches for Zhilei Zhang. 76 inches for Joseph Parker. They're both heavyweights. Trainer Sean George. Andy Lee, the trainer of Joseph Parker that made a breakthrough with Deontay Wilder, done a hell of a job. Record 26-1-1 and 21 for Zhilei Zhang. And Joseph Parker's record is 34-3 and 23 KOs, okay? Last fight, he knocked out Joe Joyce, and of course, Joseph Parker upset Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And let's go into depth and let me counterpunch. First of all, styles make fights. We have a southpaw versus an orthodox, a bigger guy versus a smaller guy. And we have the smaller guy reasonably being the faster guy. Now, here's the thing. The advantages, the keys of victory for Joseph Parker, just keep moving. Come in light, eat right, you know the drill, you know the deal, okay? That's what he needs to do. But at the same time, don't move too much that you're not convincing the judges that you're winning round after round. Throw those haymakers like you threw at Deontay Wilder and throw them with all your might in certain spots. But don't sit dormant. The minute he sits dormant, Big Bang is then going to find him. Because Big Bang is a plotting-like fighter that waits for counters, okay? Which the Joe Joyce fight and wins were so impressive because Joe went right at you. Joseph Parker ain't gonna do that. Big Bang, I think Big Bang, he's a 6-round fighter, and I think he has a limited time to show his best of what he has, okay? And if Joseph Parker moves, if he can box, and if he can bang just a bit to get the respect of Zhilei Zhang, he could win a comfortable decision, just like he did with Wilder. Okay, I don't have a lot of faith in Zhang as far as stamina because there's nothing that changed. No new strength and conditioning coach, no new health diet, no new weight loss to give him more stamina, to give him more power. No, he's just who he is. He's a big, huge Chinese unit, okay? And he can bang. That's why its name is Big Bang. Bars. But understand something, too. Zhilei Zhang can hurt anyone, and he showed you that, hey, I just knocked out the guy that beat you up and knocked you out. So guess what? I have the power. But most heavyweights do, to be fair. I think Zhilei Zhang is underrated. Okay, but I think at some points now he's being overrated. Because, see, the style of this fight is someone like Joseph Parker, and he knows I'm going to be too quick for him. So they already have, and he's letting kind of the cat out of the bag. We're going to box and move. We're not going to bang. We're not going to fight fire with fire. We're not going to do that. Because the minute you fight fire with fire, Zhang could hit Joseph Parker with something and can really hurt him. Okay? The reach, I don't think matters because of the speed of Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker's able to get in, and step out. Whereas Big Bang, you have to be right in front of him to slip those shots and throw the uppercut and that right hook coming, that left uppercut and that right hook coming over the top. So, he's looking for those counters. Most counters are looking for holes, okay, traps, meaning certain punches that are thrown that are countered by other punches and the setup thereof, okay? Unless people don't know, what is a trap? A trap is a setup for a punch or a combination, through a counter. All right, so Zhang The question is, will he have those opportunities? Will Joseph Parker give him those opportunities? Okay. If Joseph Parker, the best thing Zhang can do is knock out Joseph Parker, because I don't think he can box him. Joseph Parker's been in there with Deontay Wilder. He's been in there with Andy Ruiz, and he outboxed them both. There we go. Get it out. And I don't see Zhilei Zhang as being anything exceptionally different. He's 40 years old. He knocked out Joe Joyce. I think that's the win of his career, honestly. Could he knock out other opponents? Sure, I'm sure. But will he get the opportunity to fight every Tom, Dick, and Harry? He won't. That's the problem with boxing. We don't see a Zhang and Ruiz, or a Zhang and Dillian White, or a Zhang and we got Zhang Joe Joyce. So let's be happy for that. But I think Joseph Parker, based on the tutelage of Andy Lee, will outbox Zhilei Zhang. I don't see any stoppages. If there's a knockdown, it will probably be from Big Bang, and that's if he can catch Joseph Parker, which is not out of the question. But I see Joseph Parker fighting the way he fights. He's the fresher. He's the younger guy. He's the faster guy. Is he the better boxer? We have to see. But I see Joseph Parker boxing Zhilei Zhang to a pretty, not easy, but to a victory. Okay. And I think that if it is close, if you do have a knockdown, it will be from Zhang. Just like Zhang dropped Ergovic, but he still won the fight despite being dropped. That may be the case in that, but it just shows you that Zhang is a dangerous opponent. And I think if he loses to Joseph Parker will then become the WBO, just like the belt that he had. He'll just be the WBO interim. So he'll be putting himself right back to where he needs to be. And understand, whoever wins out of Usyk and Fury and then Joshua and then Ngannou, Joseph Parker is right there still, okay, with good reason. Excuse me. With good reason. Okay, because he did something that people didn't think he was going to do. Upset Deontay Wilder to prove himself worthy in this division. However, I'm going to leave you with this. Let's flip it. Zhang is no Wilder. I think Zhang will make it harder based on his confidence, based on what he recently did, based on the respect people have for his punching power. That's why I think Joseph Parker will be more cautious. But will it be like fighting Wilder? It will not be. You will have a guy that is hitting you with both hands. Okay? He knocked out Joe Joyce with the right hook. That right hook was massive. Okay? It was massive. And I think Joseph should do what he can to avoid those punches. But see, Zhang's not a pressure fighter either. So I don't see him putting that type of pressure on Joseph Parker. But we will wait and see. You guys tell me what you think about this fight prediction concerning Zhilei Zhang and Joseph Spidey Parker. Of course, please subscribe. There's his nickname. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace!